What is considered excessive police force legally? Imagine you are stopped by a police officer and feel that the force used against you was more than what was needed. What exactly does the law say about such situations? Excessive police force is when officers use more force than a reasonable officer would under the same circumstances to achieve a lawful goal. This means the force must be appropriate and proportional to the threat or resistance faced during an encounter like an arrest or detention. The main legal rule comes from the Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution, which protects people from unreasonable searches and seizures. Courts look at what a reasonable officer would have done in the same situation, based on what the officer knew at the time. This judgment is objective, meaning it does not depend on hindsight or what actually happened later. Several factors help determine if force was excessive. These include how serious the crime was, whether the person posed an immediate danger to officers or others, if the person was resisting arrest or trying to run away, and if there were other ways to control the situation. Whether the person was armed or experiencing mental health issues also matter. For example, using physical violence against someone who is restrained and compliant is usually considered excessive. Shooting someone with deadly force when there is no immediate threat of serious harm is also excessive. Deadly force is only justified if the officer reasonably believes there is an imminent threat of death or serious injury. Using deadly force just to prevent someone from escaping or against someone who does not pose a threat is not allowed. Victims of excessive force can sometimes sue officers or law enforcement agencies for violating their constitutional rights. But these cases can be complicated because of legal protections like qualified immunity, which shields officers unless they clearly violated established rights. Knowing your rights means understanding that you have the right to be free from unreasonable and excessive force during police encounters. Officers are only allowed to use force that is necessary and proportional to the situation. If you think excessive force was used against you, it is important to document what happened and seek legal advice quickly. Being aware of these legal standards helps protect your civil rights and holds law enforcement accountable. In simple terms, excessive police force is when officers use more force than what is reasonable and necessary, breaking the protections designed to keep you safe during interactions with law enforcement.